Hey, it's Kev.
And it's Suzanne.
Welcome to our channel, Living in South Florida with Kev and Suze.
This is our little man, Buford.
So we got a little special guest today, Buford. So hey, we're down in Tamarac. We thought we'd share a little bit with you about Tamarac and show you some things that we like about Tamarac. And if you're thinking about doing any kind of moving or relocating, here's 5 good reasons for you to consider moving to Tamarac today. First and foremost, Tamarac is obviously a very pet-friendly environment, pet-friendly neighborhood, as is most of South Florida. But we're going to go ahead and start off here at the Tamarac Sports Complex. It's one of the newest additions to Tamarac, and it kind of gives a lot of great things for people to do around Tamarac. So if you walk around with us, you want to go ahead and put Buf down and take a little walk, honey?
Okay, sure.
Buford will be coming in and out of the frames a little bit with Suzanne and I, because after all, he's only 5.5 pounds and 11 inches tall. We're here, like I said, down at Tamarac Sports Complex. This is a huge area, lots of different things going on. Soccer fields, baseball fields, football fields. There's playgrounds, there's all kinds of fun things to do here at the sports complex.
Let's take a look and see what's some of the amenities here.
One of the truly wonderful things about Tamarac is its family environment. They do a lot of things to welcome families. As you can see, well, maybe you can't right now, but as you can see, there's a lot of facilities for families and everything else. So there's all kinds of playgrounds, there's all kinds of amenities. Everything is set up for kids and for families. During the fall and the spring, there's a lot of stuff going on. Fall soccer leagues, spring soccer leagues. You can see where they have the stadium set up for the parents and the kids. So here we see some folks out practicing soccer. Look at the nice fields that are out here. Everybody's out here kind of checking things out. Practicing before the season starts.
Look at it. Look at that. It's nice astro.
Yeah. These are full-size soccer fields. These are the same size as they play on in schools. It's a beautiful field. So, there's actually one of the largest, most well-known over 55 communities. Kings Point is located here in Tamarac. That offers all kind of amenities for those folks that are over 55 and want something that is more conducive with their way of life. Kings Point has a theater, it has restaurants, it has shuttle bus services, all kinds of great things. But again, just kind of speaking to the family nature and how the focus is on family here and on affordability. Over my shoulder is one of the many over 55 communities here that make up Kings Point down in Tamarac. As you can see, the grounds are very, very nicely appointed, very well landscaped, and have a lot of amenities for a lot of folks to do a lot of things. Buf, let's take a little walk up and down the little jogging path here. Tamarac is doing its best to make sure that while they support ongoing development and improvement, they don't want to overdevelop. They're being very, very careful and very, very cautious to make sure that there's a nice mix of parkland, sports facilities, sports activities, and things for families. This place here, the sports complex, on the 4th of July, the grounds are packed because there is probably one of the most awesome fireworks displays in all of South Florida. They go on right here. And people come from all over the place. The folks that live over here in Kings Point, they actually get a bird's eye view from their balconies, okay? And a lot of folks will come and visit their friends over here in Kings Point. Also, there's a huge Labor Day parade that goes on here. They have a farmer's market that goes on throughout the fall. I think it starts around the middle of October and runs up into probably late February or early March. As you can see, there's this beautiful jogging trail that's all around the entire park. So the folks can walk and talk and see things that are going on and just basically enjoy themselves being here. So Suze, let's take a little walk. One of the really smart things the city of Tamarac does, and a couple other cities do it too, is that basically they've taken on the maintenance of a lot of these lagoons and lakes and pools and ponds. They do that for a couple reasons. Reason number one, they make sure that everything gets maintained, they make sure everything is well taken care of. But because we are in South Florida and water can be a little bit of a premium, they use the water that comes from these lakes and from these ponds to basically keep the rest of the grounds clean and green without causing undue stress on people's wallets and people's budgets for water bills and for utilities.
That's the same for some of the community amenities. If you purchase a home in there, if you have waterfront, you can also use the reserves.
True. And a lot of these zoos will allow you to run little electric watercrafts down here. So you can come out here. And it's a nice thing to do on a Saturday, Sunday afternoon, even a weekday evening. If you're down here retiring or if you're down here after work, put the kids in one of the little electric boats, take them out for a little ride, and then go have them run around and shake their sillies out on the playgrounds and the fields around here. So another place of interest in Tamarac is Caparella Park. It's a small little park, but it's great for picnics and relaxing. And of course, a can't miss place is the Gary V. Jones Park for people and pups. It's one of the only dog parks actually in Tamarac, but it's one of many dog parks throughout South Florida. And again, dog people, we love our pups.
Yeah, Florida is very friendly for dog owners. There's many places that have dog food that you can order directly off the menu, and it's organic, and you can just sit outside and have a nice time with your little pup.
And for those of us that have periodic or frequent hankering for a really natural area, there's a Woodmont Natural Area. It's actually one of the largest natural areas in Tamarac. It's still pretty much the way it was many years ago. It's designated as an urban wilderness area. It's home to a lot of different trees, a lot of different types of trees, all kinds of wildlife. Again, iguanas and all the other stuff is great in there.
Yeah, the floor is there.
Definitely, exactly. The flora and the fauna is there. But let's also not forget the granddaddy of them all. Tamarac is right next to the Everglades Wildlife Management Area, one of the absolute largest and probably most diverse wildlife areas in all of the world.
We took the kids there a couple of times. It's very nice. You can go out and I think his name was Dylan. We went to Coopertown. That was fun.
Took us around to the Everglades, showed us alligators, showed us all kinds of snakes. Suzanne's favorite snakes.
Oh, yeah. Well, they do have a little show before you take the Everglade tour. You can either do it in a big Airbus or airboat, or you can do a private tour, which is one that we did. It wasn't really too expensive. It was a nice time. Yeah. The kids loved it. It was a good time out.
The folks down there are very knowledgeable and can give you all kinds of information. Apparently there is I don't know if it's a myth, a legend, or a fact, but basically if the alligator has golden colored eyes, they're apparently more intelligent and also a bit more aggressive than some of the other alligators. They actually happen to have one of those in captivity down there that they take care of. It's a big wildlife rescue area too, so gators that have been caught in traps or gators that have been hit on the side of the road and stuff like that from cars, they end up taking them down there, they take care of them and nurse them back to health. Those that can be put back into the wildlife, they certainly do. It's part of the whole ecological chain.
Oh, and you can also hold a baby alligator.
True, that's actually true, you can. Tamarac is also a very affordable place. It actually has one of the highest affordability indexes in South Florida. The average price of homes run anywhere from mid 300s for single family homes to the mid 200s for townhomes and villas, and you can even find condos that start in the low 50s and going up from there. One of the other things to consider about Tamarac is that HOA fees down here are some of the lowest in the area. In fact, in some cases, your HOA fees are $30 to $35 a month, and that includes your common area, your clubhouse, your pool, tennis courts, pickleball courts, everything else. So you can get a lot for a little bit down here in Tamarac. We're just going to kind of keep walking around here at the sports complex. Came down here on a Sunday afternoon, kind of in the hopes of everybody being able to see what everything is out here without getting a lot of interruptions and everything else going on. But there is an incredible amount of activity that goes on here on Saturdays, especially in the fall and springtime. So as you can see over here, there's all kinds of tennis courts. There's a huge baseball diamond over there. Baseball and soccer are very big here in South Florida, and they are very big here in Tamarac. In fact, some of the schools out here are noted for the baseball players that go on to college scholarships, and also to the soccer players that go on to play in college and ultimately play professional soccer and professional baseball. One of our YouTube channel followers, William, asked us about the Enclave at Woodmont. We did a little research for him, but nothing beats actually being on site here. So we figured we'd take a little walk down and show you some of the models, if you haven't seen them yet, here at the Enclave. And they're doing a lot of nice stuff down here. There's a lot of good development going on here. Pulte, one of the most reputable builders here in South Florida, as well as around the United States, is doing a tremendous job of building a quality product, but also maintaining the beauty of the surrounding area. So there's a lot of different models that are available here. Single story, 2 stories that you'll see up here. And we'll take a little walk up here so you can kind of get a feel for what's going here. So William, this one's for you, dude. If you have any more questions, reach out, hit us up. I'll do everything I can to kind of get you all the information. We're only a stone's throw from here, up in Coral Springs. So any questions you have, we're happy to answer. If there's anything you need us to look at or research on your behalf with the sales team here, we're more than happy to do that. We do have a very good relationship with a lot of the builders around here. There is a very symbiotic relationship between the realtors and the builders. Builders like it when the realtors bring in qualified, knowledgeable buyers. It makes everybody's job a whole lot easier, and it makes the whole process a whole lot more enjoyable and a whole lot more simple. So as you can see, there are some incredibly nice models here. If you want a little bit more about dealing with builders and realtors and do you need one, check out our video on do you need a realtor if you're buying new construction. But then here we go. You can see it backs up to the golf course. Nice view of the Enclave out here. William, again, hit us up with any more questions. We're happy to help out. Anybody else have any questions about existing homes for sale or new construction going up here in Tamarac, definitely reach out and let us know. We're happy to help out in any way that we can. One of the questions we're asked a lot about new construction is, why does it take so long? Why does it cost so much? And why does it look like nothing really goes on until all of a sudden something's going on? The answer to those questions are kind of a little hit and miss. But why does it take so long? Well, it takes long because companies like Pulte want to make sure that they're building a quality product. They want to make sure that they're doing the best job that they possibly can. As everybody knows, the pandemic's hit, and it's caused a little bit of a delay in getting some resources, materials, and everything else going on. But we thought we'd take a little walk around where they're actually putting the homes together. We saw the models. We've seen some of the new construction that's gone on. We've seen where people have been living in here, down around the Enclave and down around Woodmont and the Pines. But here's actually what's going on, kind of where they're building it, what's happening. So you can kind of see what they're doing. If you'll notice, all block construction. Very, very important down here, especially because we are in a hurricane zone. Very, very good, very, very solid, very, very stable. The other thing you'll notice is they use barrel tile roofing up here. Barrel tile roofing has a lifespan of anywhere between 25 and 50 years, depending upon how well you take care of it. Again, one of the reasons why we look to builders like Pulte to build a quality product. When our clients and our clients to be are asking us about new construction, these are the kind of things that we look out for everybody. So we're just going to give everybody a kind of a little peek as to what we look for, what's going on. And here you can see something that's a little bit more close to the finished product. Somebody's private residence, they've moved in here. So basically, as they build, if your lot is ready and your number comes up, they can go ahead and they'll start building things out here for you. A lot of what we do on the outside down here is stucco. So you'll see things that are basically concrete block and stucco is kind of the predominant composition of the homes down here. It has a really, really nice look to it. It lasts a good long time. All of the windows up in here are all basically impact windows. If you're not sure what the difference is between an impact window and a non-impact window, hit us up, we'll tell you. But more importantly, just take a look and see what happens when a hurricane, a Category 2 or Category 3 comes through. You'll know the difference between impact and non-impact windows pretty quickly. We like Pulte, we like working with them. They build a quality product, very, very easy to get along with. And again, much like us, they're focused on making sure that our mutual customers, our mutual clients are very, very happy and everything is taken care of. But there's a lot that goes into building new construction. And as such, there's a lot that goes into ensuring that that new construction is ready for you as it's built. If those of you that have bought resale homes before, you've gone through the process of the inspection. Well, that inspection is also a part of the process for new homes. Some folks refer to it as a punch list. Some folks refer to it as an inspection. But at the end of the day, you need to make sure that you have somebody who's representing your interests. When you go back and you look at and you're walking through, make sure that everything is poured the way it's supposed to be poured. Make sure that everything is being done the way it's supposed to be done. Just making sure that it's what you're looking for, it's what you expected. Again, William, this is what they're building. Any more questions? Reach out, hit us up. We'll certainly drop you a note when our video hits YouTube. As we drive through the Les Jardins, Palm Ridge neighborhoods here in Tamarac, these are some of the more larger neighborhoods that are available in Tamarac. They were built back in the early 80s, 1983, 1984, and completed in 1988 to 1989. These are neighborhoods that are very well mannered, very well kept, and keep their value very, very well. Current prices are running about $495 to $510 for Palm Ridge, and I think they're probably a little bit more for Les Jardins, probably somewhere between around $550 to $575. Most of these have larger lots. They're older, more established homes. I believe many of them will also border the golf courses down here out around Woodmont. If you're looking for something a little bit larger, these are certainly the areas that would be a good area to take a look at in the Tamarac area, where again you have some of the lower HOA fees and some of the lower taxes, a little bit lower than some of the surrounding areas such as Coral Springs, Coconut Creek.
Well, I hope you had an opportunity to learn something about Tamarac.
And if you have any questions about Fort Lauderdale, the surrounding areas, please check out the videos that we've brought before.
And if you have a question or you have something that you need answered, we'll get back to you and answer any questions that you have, either Kevin or myself.
Shoot us a note, drop us a text, give us an email. We'll take care of everything we can. If there's a city you'd like to see previewed, let us know. We'll be more than happy to run a video for you.
Because we have your back when you're moving or relocating to Fort Lauderdale or the surrounding
areas.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.